find Nolan?
Search me.
You detailed Nolan to work with the gang at the Brandon shoots.
Well, he's not there. Well, there's something tricky about that fellow. Now, we better get the herd across.
Well, we'll block the road for half an hour.
What of it?
Well, the southbound stage is almost due.
Maybe we had better wait. I'd still like to know what happened to Nolan.
Mr. Corbin. Better get out and stretch your legs while I try to clear it out.
Oh, I'll help you. No use waiting any longer, Hoppy.
Maybe the stage went through early.
Now, there are no fresh tracks here. Might as well get out of here. Bring up the herd!
I got no time to waste. Is that all?
No, that's not all. Shape's he in?
Still breathing, Hoppy.
Good. Well, this is your business, Nolan.
I'll get you for this, Cassidy.
From the state's prison in Albuquerque?
They won't keep me jailed long.
Only long enough to hang you.
You and me will meet again, and the next time you won't be top dog.
I'll relieve you of this, too. California, get a rope around it.
Get going.
Corwin, he's an attorney from Boston. Hey, he's a very important man.
What's he doing here?
I don't know. See what else I can find here. Going to Glendale,
Where's that?
way down in southern Texas.
Wonder what a man like him would be going to a little place like that for.
No. You stay here with him, Jimmy.
All right, Hoppy.
California.
If he can get out of this, he can get out of jail.
Well, that should hold him. Yeah, I'm going after Dr. Evans. You help Jimmy get this man back to Bar 20, and we'll find out what this is all about.
Right, Hoppy. Now don't go away.
Same to you, Emily. How are things at the ranch?
Not so good after those night riders got through with us. Killing our stock and burning our barns, huh?
That was an outrage.
I don't know what we'd have done if you hadn't been so good lending us them $500.
Well, a man can't help neighbors who are in trouble. He's a pretty poor shake.
Got some good news for you, Mr. Trimble.
Yeah.
We just got this letter from the insurance company. They're settling up for them buildings the night riders burnt. We can pay you sooner than we expected.
Says the check will be here the first of the month.
Well, now, that's fine, John. That's just fine. There's no great hurry.
We never owed anyone before. We want to get out of debt.
Well, that's the way to keep your independence. Pay your obligations promptly. Well, first of the month, then.
First of the
That'll be
month.
next week.
Right.
Bye. Bye.
Hi, Trimble.
Hello there.
He sure is a friendly cuss, isn't he?
Yes, always a sitting there, always a smile.
Yeah.
Say, I wonder when Hoppy's gonna get here.
Said he'd be along in about 2 weeks.
Well, he ought to be here any day now.
I'll sure be glad to see him through all this Texas dust.
Me too.
What is it?
Who done that? Oh, Ace, let me alone.
Hi, handsome. How your whiskers, old-timer?
Keep your paws off in my handlebars.
This paniggity old porcupine can't take a joke. You fellas are the new hands out of the Lazy W, ain't you? That's too bad.
What's the matter with the Lazy W?
Well, it ain't a healthy place to work. Too much lead poisoning out that way. How'd you boys like to work for me?
What doing?
Oh, I could use riders sometimes. You know, at the Lazy W, you ain't even likely to get paid.
We'll take a chance.
More chances than you figure. Well, Keep your eyes peeled, old-timer.
Right, when he was a kid, he pulled the wings off butterflies just to see them wiggle.
Won't be long before he gets his ears pinned back.
Hear me in, Joe.
Okay. Start. 3.
Service, please.
What's yours?
Milk.
Just milk?
Alcoholic indulgence, my benevolent Boniface, is the epitome of all the evils that permeate man's nature. Milk.
If the customer wants milk, give him milk.
All right, boss.
Thank you, sir.
How do you do, stranger?
I'm in the pink, thank you.
I'm Ace Maxon. This is my place.
Oh, a lovely place, too.
This drink's on me.
Thank you.
What are you selling?
Selling?
You're a drummer, ain't you?
Oh, a traveling salesman? Oh, dear, no, nothing so plebeian.
Where you from?
Boston.
You mean Boston.
Oh, no, the O is pronounced R. Boston, the capital of culture.
Well, out here, we call it Beantown.
Oh, how quaint, how quaint.
Your health, sir.
Right.
Why don't Poppy bust that bruiser?
He will in a minute.
You seem to be somewhat of a practical joker, Mr. Maxon.
You done that on purpose.
Oh, no, I apologize.
I'll apologize while you dance.
Oh, but I don't dance.
Well, go on, start dancing, you broken-arched Beantown sport. Go on.
Take it easy. Poppy knows what he's doing. Bet him you'll spoil everything.
How do you do, Miss Curtis?
Hello.
Allow me. Did you ride in to accept my offer for your ranch?
Not yet. I'm expecting someone, and I'm very late. Have you seen a stranger? He'd be wearing city clothes.
Gentlemen, I told you I didn't come.
Cousin Jimmy! Is this really you?
Yes, what's left of me.
Why, you good-for-nothing bully. Why don't you pick on somebody who can defend himself?
Why,
And don't you dare talk back to me.
This is disgrace. We didn't know who he was.
Is this the way you maintain law and order?
Well, we was only fooling.
Thank you, Mr. Trimble.
Always glad to be of service to a young lady whom I regard so highly.
This is my cousin, Mr. Corwin, Mr. Trimble.
How do you do?
I do, Miss Scott.
So you're Virginia. My, how you've changed through the years.
So have you. I didn't get your letter from Twin River until this morning. It's too bad you were delayed.
Yes.
Let's get out of here.
Good day.
Have you two been here all the time?
Yes, sir.
Standing around like bumps on a log while my cousin was being abused?
Well, how'd we know that dummy was your cousin?
Yeah, that's right.
Hold your tongues. Carlson and Rogers worked for me at the ranch.
They seem to be mentally deficient.
Oh, I've needed help so badly, I simply had to take any old thing that looked like a man. Get out of here. Are you all right?
Oh, yes, yes.
Mentally deficient. Well, aren't you? I might be a little bit, but... Huh?
Just a minute. Where's your luggage?
I left it at the stage depot.
Run over and get my cousin's bags. And you can go to the livery stable and get our buckboard and drive Mr. Cohen to the ranch.
Yes, ma'am.
And hurry, Carlson.
I'm Rogers.
You can help me with my shopping.
Oh, do you mind if I stay here? That dancing, my feet, my poor arches are killing me.
Well, I'll be right back.
Don't hurry.
Ah, Mr. Corwin. Still here?
Oh, yes, my feet. Yours ever bother you?
Why, I always watch where I step.
I should imagine you'd have to in your business.
In this country, a man must have several irons in the fire.
Yes.
I understand you own half of the Lazy W.
Is that so? Where did you get your information?
Why, Miss Virginia told me when I offered to take the ranch off her hands.
Oh, I see.
How about you and me doing a little business?
Now, that depends.
On what?
Well, I might decide to settle here if I like the people and the country.
But that land is worthless.
Is that so?
Huh.
Then why should you want it?
Why, I wanted to help your cousin. Ranching is no business for a girl like Virginia. Since her father's death at the hand of those night riders, she's had a difficult time. Try and influence her decision.
Yeah.
And if you do decide to sell, you'll find me easy to do business with.
Oh, I should imagine, yes. Goodbye. Thanks, Rogers.
I'm Carlson.
Oh, yes. Oh, may I help you?
Don't bother. It didn't take you long to get clubby with Trimble.
Well, he seems like such a nice chap.
Does he? Please get in.
Aren't you going with us?
No, thank you. I'll see you at the ranch.
What did I do to make her sore?
You talked too long to the wrong people.
What's this all about, Hoppy?
I'm Corwin.
Yeah, well, I'm Rogers. I mean, he's Carlson. No. This masquerading's got me all confused. How's Miss Corwin coming along?
Oh, he's doing fine.
He's going to have an awful fight on his hands when he gets here.
He's back at the bar 20 learning all about horses and guns. He'll be ready when we want him. Let's get out of here.
If this gentleman from Boston finds it unpleasant here, it won't be too difficult to get our hands on the Lazy W.
But Corwin owns half of it.
Maybe spur 1.5 a horse, the other side has to go along. Or Rowbottom.
Yeah.
Got a job for you and Sykes.
Not another eviction.
Martindale.
Oh, Mr. Trimble, he's an honest man. He'll pay every cent he owes you.
That's the trouble.
But that old tumble-down ranch ain't even worth what you lent on it. Plague me if I understand.
Mr. Rowbottom, you're paid for poundage, not brains.
Yeah.
Have a drink.
Sure.
Well, I'm sure glad to see both of you.
Say, we hardly knowed you.
I don't wonder. What have you found out?
Darn little.
Why do you suppose Trimble wants the Lazy W?
Wouldn't we like to know?
Got any idea who's the head of the Night Riders?
Shh.
What's the matter?
Hoppy, when people around here talk about night riders, it's behind closed doors.
Oh,
We've heard them, though.
yeah?
Oh, Hoppy, it turns my backbone into a nice one.
We want to show you something. Whoa!
See over there?
Yeah?
That's Satan's garden.
That's the right name for it.
What about it?
It's where the night riders of all kinds of carryings on.
Oh, you been in there?
Me? See, I wouldn't go in there for $1 million after what I heard. No, sirree. Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
That's them.
What do you mean?
Them night riders.
Yeah, that's the noise they make.
Well, that's only a coyote.
That's what you think.
Well, whatever it is, it certainly got you two plenty jumpy. Is this Satan's Garden on the Lazy W Ranch?
Takes up most half the land.
Hold it.
If you were discussing my affairs with hired hands, Cousin Jimmy, I'll thank you to wait and hear them from me. What ails your horse?
Nothing, ma'am. I just thought maybe I'd come up
Oh,
here
and don't blame them. It was my fault.
Well, hurry and get to the ranch.
Yes. We're going into that Satan's Garden the first thing in the morning.
We are.
Rogers,
Yes, ma'am?
have you seen my cousin?
No, ma'am. Well, yes, ma'am.
Well, make up your mind. Which is it?
Mr. Corwin went riding.
You had no business giving him a horse.
Well, he said seeing as he was half owner of this outfit, that ought to make him half boss.
He's not even half a man.
That's what you think.
What did you say?
I just said he looked like the missing link, all dressed up like an undertaker.
Which way did he go?
He went to town.
And you let him go alone?
Oh, no, Carlson went with him, see that he wouldn't fall off his horse.
Well, I'll find him.
Oh, Miss Virginia, that isn't the way to town.
You're not used to lying, Rogers. My cousin should have rehearsed you more thoroughly.
I don't know why Mr. Corwin wants this batch of sand and stickers.
He didn't want it. He loaned his relatives some money, then took half of the ranch's security.
Well, he got stuck.
And it looks that way.
You know, if he'd That's them, Holly. Them night riders.
Night riders?
Yeah.
Have they got fur?
Fur.
Well, that's about the boldest coyote I ever hope to see.
Well, doggone that flea-scratching son of Satan. I'll fix him for scaring me.
Now, you're too late.
Oh, no, I ain't. There's $5 bounty in that critter's nose.
Yeah? Well, if you bring back that particular coyote, I'll give you another $5.
You will, huh?
Yeah.
Wait here. I'll be right back with Mr. Coyote's scalp.
Watch your step. All right, get them up, boys. And keep them there. Drop your rifle. Thank you. Now, since you howl like coyotes, I should shoot you for your hides.
Coyotes? Coyotes don't howl in the daytime.
I don't suppose you know what I'm talking about.
No, we don't.
Good morning.
What do you think you're doing?
These two gentlemen just tried to kill me. Perhaps you know them.
They work for me.
They do.
Jeff and Al have orders to shoot on sight any trespasser on this part of the Lazy W property. Since they didn't meet you last night, they had no way of knowing who you are.
Well, I'm awfully sorry.
You can loan my cousin your horse and ride double to the ranch.
Yes, ma'am.
Stuff sure is sticky, isn't it?
It sure is.
You seem to want to come off.
What happened to you?
I fell down. Did you get that coyote?
You most get me. Them woods is full of coyotes.
Yeah. Too bad, Rogers, too bad.
Carlson.
Oh, yes.
Cousin Jimmy,
Yes?
come inside. You and I are going to have a definite understanding.
Oh, but Virginia, don't you think I should have a bath and get cleaned up first?
Well, all right, but please hurry.
Yes.
Bath.
Yes, that's, those things you take in a bathtub.
Or a bath. Oh.
Give me some of that kerosene. Well, this feels a little better. That certainly was a mess.
Sit down.
Yes.
Have you forgotten why you came here?
Oh, no, I expected to take that little matter up with you in a couple of days.
Right now, if you don't mind. By the way, how are things back in Boston?
Fine, fine.
Indeed. And how are all the family?
Excellent. In fact, never better.
And dear old Aunt Abigail?
Splendid. Splendid.
She is.
Except for her rheumatism. That bothers her now and then.
If Aunt Abby has rheumatism, it's in her wings.
Yes, dear Aunt Abby certainly is a bird.
An angel, I hope. She died when I was 9.
She did. Somebody should tell me these things.
Now then, since you're an imposter, just who are you?
I really believe you'd use that thing.
Unless your explanation is satisfactory, I'd rather than not.
Then maybe you better read this little note. I'm sure you'll recognize your cousin's handwriting.
He's been wounded.
Yes, in a stage holdup.
Well, then this masquerade was his idea.
He thought I could learn more about conditions here as James Corwin than as myself.
And you're Hopalong Cassidy. Oh, everyone's heard of you.
Am I that notorious?
That famous, after all the things you've done for people. Oh, I realized you weren't my cousin right after I met you. But when so many awful things happen, your father killed right under your very eyes, you just don't know whom to trust. That's why I sent for Jim Corwin.
What about these two boys that work for you, this Al and Jeff?
They're the only ones that stood by me through my trouble. What, you don't think that
I don't know what to think. There's somebody around here willing to kill to get this land.
Did Mr. Trimble impress you as a man to be trusted?
Not exactly.
Of course, it's unfair to point suspicion without a particle of real proof, but similar tragedies have happened to so many in this valley. People have been terrorized and tortured and burned out. Those horrible night riders.
I know. How do you connect Trimble with the night riders?
He always buys up the property of the victims, yet nothing ever seems to happen to him. Odd, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. And he's been trying to get this place ever since your father was killed.
What? How did you know?
He tried to make a deal with me for the Corwin half.
That's what I thought when I saw you talking with him.
Tell me, who else around here has he loaned money to?
There's a Mr. Martindale, a neighbor just a few miles west.
Martindale. Well, he'll do to start with. By the way, have you anything around here I could use for riding clothes? I don't want to wear my own.
There's some things which belong to Dad. I think he'd be very proud if Cassidy of the Bar 20 would wear them.
Thank you.
Here, John. You can't put me off my own land, Lou Sykes. This ain't your land no longer.
Sorry, John, but that's the law.
Mr. Trimble said we could take our own time paying.
We'll pay him next week.
If you can't pay the $500 now plus the 12% interest, then start moving your stuff off on this land.
But where can we go?
We ain't budging.
Then I'll budget. And your stuff, too.
Listen, if you'll only listen.
John.
Maybe that'll learn you to keep your mouth shut and obey a court order.
Awful sorry to have to do this, John.
Oh, Mr. Sykes. Oh.
Mother! Mother! You hurt, Mother?
No, I'm all right.
You act like one of the dirty night riders that raided us.
Don't shoot,
Oh, Mr. Sykes, Mr. Sykes.
Don't shoot, Sykes.
Get off my land, Jake.
You wouldn't do me.
John.
From the ranch.
That rubber and boats the lawn, Glenby.
Yeah?
All right, dear. All right, honey. Take it easy, dear. Take it easy. I just couldn't help it. I had to do it.
I know, dear. I know.
There we are.
Take it easy, Mr. Martindale.
Who are you?
I'm Corwin from the Lazy W.
What do you want?
To help you if I can.
We've had enough of people helping us. This is what come of it. Please, John, put down that gun.
What's happened here? Who is that?
Sykes, deputy sheriff. He tried to evict us from our place. We cleared this land, mister, before you were born. We fought Indians and droughts trying to hang out of it.
Raised our young'uns here. Buried them here, too.
Not much of anything, but it's ours.
Strange, when a man needs killing, he can always find somebody to do the job.
Only it wasn't Sykes that needed killing most.
Just Trimble.
Trimble.
What's the matter?
Lou Sykes has been killed.
Who did it?
John Martindale.
I'll go tell lady.
Okay.
Trying to dig this well when they came.
You have any trouble digging in this stuff?
Always. Black gumbo keeps oozing into the hole.
This is why Trimble wants your ranch and all the other land in the valley.
You mean there's smelly stuff?
What's it good for?
There's a young fella in the east that can tell you. He's on his way to being the richest man in the world on account of it. His name is Rockefeller. John D. Come into the house. I'd like to have a talk with you.
Come on.
You know what to do.
Leave that to me. Lou Sykes is my brother-in-law. Best man we ever had for the job, too. I don't know who will get to take his place.
Why'd you nowadays bringing in that killer?
My nerves are all shook up.
The jellyfish with nerves.
To think that Martindale would try to gun a lifelong friend like me.
I get it. You'd rather be half shot than all shot.
You get to the Lazy W, tell Virginia what happened. She'll take care of it until we get there.
But my husband...
Nothing will happen to him, I promise you.
You're right, Hoppy. Here they come.
Cut to the turnpike below the south pasture, Mother. Goodbye.
Now do exactly as I told you.
That's Lou Sykes, all right. He's dead.
Bring Martindale over here. We got a job to do. Get your rope over that limb. Right hand. All away.
Gentlemen, I wouldn't do that if I were you, Mr. Maxon. Your enthusiasm exceeds your discretion. I feel obliged to protest.
Well, if it ain't Mr. Corwin. I wouldn't have known you all dressed up in a dead man's clothes.
So you recognize these clothes. Perhaps you've seen them under similar circumstances. I've heard that these things happen around here, but usually under the cover of night.
If you aim to stay in Glenby, Corwin, button your lip. You can't mind your neighbor's business in your own toe. Haul away. Did you do that?
Oh, my friends do say I'm too impulsive.
I can't believe you did it.
You Westerners seem to think you're the only ones that can handle these things. You see, we have shooting galleries in Boston. One afternoon, I won 3 cigars.
Yeah, well, that was just a lucky shot.
Oh, you're probably right. I couldn't do that again in 100 years. My goodness, this trigger works almost too easily. You know, I really believe this thing is dangerous. Now, really, don't you think you'd better abandon this idea?
I'm taking that killer into jail.
I'll surrender Mr. Martindale to jail. You see, I'm his attorney.
A lawyer? O'Brien, Cabot, and Corwin, attorneys at law, 19 Cross Street, Boston.
Don't do that.
Mr. Corwin, would you move over while I change that ace into a 10 spot?
Now, don't you boys think you better get going? This thing makes me awfully nervous. My, how dainty. Why, Mr. Maxon, as a dancer, you make me appear amateurish.
Get going!
Something's always happening to take the fun out of life. Ooh, my arches.
That flathead's no lawyer. Isn't in the cards.
Huh? It's in this card anyway. You know, if he's Martindale's lawyer, what happens to us when the case comes before the court?
You play safe. You take care of Corwin the usual way.
Without Lou Sykes? How?
Well, there's another problem. Lou will be hard to replace. Well?
Mr. Trimble, we weren't able to uncover a thing.
Oh, Corwin's making fools out of all of you. Where is he now?
In the courthouse.
Yes. I'll find out if he actually is an attorney. He won't make a chump out of me.
Why don't you look where you're going?
Whom do you think you're talking to?
You.
Nolan, come here.
Hello, Ace.
Oh, there. Hey, where did you blow in from, Sam?
Oh, that's a hard luck yarn. I'm thirsty and broke.
Well, we'll soon take care of that. Jack, come on, sit down. What ails you wrong?
This fellow winged me up north. Hope to meet up with him someday.
Look like you've been throwing nothing but deuces, Sam.
Well, they figured me to stretch Hemp in Albuquerque, but I fooled them. They can't keep me in jail. I got friends.
Why, sure you have. Want a job?
Doing what?
Night work.
You know me, a job's a job. If it pays the right price.
How do you do, Miss Curtis?
Hello.
Where's your cousin?
Talking to his client.
I hear he's been doing quite a lot of riding around this valley.
He's been checking up on foreclosed properties. Finding out who took over the repossessions and why and how.
Well, I have business with him. How are you, Counselor?
Say what?
I said Counselor.
Oh, I'm fine, thank you. Well, good day.
Oh, by the way, I understand you're representing Martindale.
Yes, very interesting case. Has great possibilities.
Well, we'll be opposing legal talent.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you're to be the prosecutor.
Yes?
How convenient that'll be for the court.
Is that an innuendo?
Oh, no, it isn't ethical to get personal before we meet in the field of battle.
Oh, Mr. Corwin, I'm handling a case in which I'd appreciate the opinion of a fellow barrister who's practiced in the East.
Yes?
Now, just how would you interpret a replevin?
Replevin? I'll look it up.
Don't you know?
Oh, well, most any good attorney could define a replevin.
Well, then do so.
Now?
Oh, why not?
Yes. A replevin. Replevin. Oh, yes. How one does forget that college boy stuff.
Yeah.
A replevin is where the party distrained upon has the distress returned into his own possession upon giving security to try the right of taking it in an action. Upon condition that if and when the action goes against him, he'll return the goods or property in dispute once more into the hands of the distrainer. Our firm just won a replevin action in Pennsylvania, one concerning some oil land.
Did you say oil?
Yes, that stuff they burn in lamps. Of course, after they refine it.
Then you know something about oil.
Well, only what I've learned through representing a man named Rockefeller. He's one of my most esteemed clients.
Well, thank you. Goodbye.
Yeah, see you in court, counselor.
I thought he had you.
So did I for a minute.
How'd you know the answer to that replevin thing, Hoppy?
Yeah, how'd you know?
You remember the lawsuit at the Bar 20 about 2 years ago?
Yeah.
That was all about a replevin action.
Well, let's go to the ranch.
Fine.
I was looking for you, Trimble.
Yeah?
I found just the man to take Lou Sykes' place. Nolan here. Hey, we're plain in luck.
Yeah, most of it bad. Come here.
What's the matter? You look shaky.
So would you if you saw a million slipping through your fingers.
Who's that? That's the lawyer from Boston who's making it so hot for us.
He don't fool me in that outfit. That's Hopalong Cassidy, foreman of Bar 20 up in the territory.
Well, you're mistaken.
Not about the man who did this to me.
See the fellow they call Hoppy?
That's him. And I promised Hopalong Cassidy something.
You get Lou Sykes' job. And you ride tonight. Come on.
Hey, man. Howdy. Howdy. What about Cassidy?
His claws are cut. He's alone except for the women.
When we get there now, nobody make a move until I give the signal, savvy? Before daylight tomorrow, we'll wind up Mr. Cassidy's masquerade. Let's go.
Row bottoms issued warrants for us.
Yeah?
And Cassidy's been deputized to serve him.
How do you know?
County clerk's tongue loose over my saloon. He tipped me off.
We'll take care of Rowbottom. Okay, let's ride out Satan's Garden. Nolan should be there by daylight to report.
You've been working all night.
Oh, good morning. Well, I had to get this job finished. Now your cousin will be able to free Martindale. Everything is here in black and white, and they're all certified records. Everything should be easy for Corwin. By the way, Jimmy should be meeting him about now at the junction. Bet you'll be glad to see him.
I sure will. What are these?
Oh, those are warrants for Trimble and his men. The marshal didn't dare serve them, so he deputized me to form a posse. California's out now rounding them up.
You're an odd man, Bill Cassidy. With all the things you've done for others, you want nothing for yourself.
Oh, I don't know. I get something out of it.
I understand, Hoppy. And I shall always remember and be grateful.
I bet you haven't had a wink of sleep.
Well, you never quite know when those night riders are going to strike.
Ah, suppose you forget about those night riders. We'll be able to handle them if they do come. About morning now, you better get some rest.
There they are.
Riders.
See that those shutters are closed.
They are.
This is empty.
Look, bolts. Jeff was fooling around here when you was washing up for supper.
Oh, if I'd only listened to you.
Open up, Cassidy.
Sam Nolan.
Yes, it's me, Cassidy, Sam Nolan. Thought I was in jail in Albuquerque, huh? Maybe hung by now. Well, they can't keep me in jail. I got friends. Open her up.
Come on, get these things out. No matter what happens, get them into your cousin's hands. That's all. Here, take these. Give it to him.
Oh, Hoppy.
It's only me he wants.
I won't let you.
Come on, please, hurry.
Get him up. Get back. I'll take care of him. Just me, see? No one else. Get out. Get those hands behind you. Shooting arm's gone bad. You did that, remember?
You had it coming to you.
What did I tell you the day you shot me?
You said we'd probably meet again.
Well, here we are. You sweating, Cassidy?
Now, wait a minute. Let's get the...
Stay where you are. Get those hands behind you. Get back.
Well, why don't you get it over with?
I'm waiting for you to beg me not to kill you.
I don't imagine that'd do much good now.
I'm not so sure about that. When a man's dead, nothing hurts no more. There must be something that hurts worse than just killing. Cassidy, you and I are gonna look just like twins, and a slug in the right place is gonna do it. Now, if you want to live, raise that right arm.
Sure, but look who's here.
Virginia.
Jimmy.
Well, it looked like we missed the excitement.
Shucks, there ain't nothing happened yet.
The men behind all this are still unpunished.
And it looks like our chances of catching them are pretty slim. They'll take a warning from what happened here and light out for the border.
Mr. Cassidy! Oh, Mr. Cassidy!
What is it?
Will somebody give me a drink?
What is it?
Trimble and Ace are waiting for Nolan in the Joshua's at Satan's Garden. They almost got me. You can catch them there if you hurry.
Good work, Marshal. Now we'll find out what you learned at the bar 20. Come on.
Oh, thanks. Water!
Where's Sam Nolan?
Cassidy got him, and they're wise to us.
Now let's get out of here.
to get around back.
All right, Hoppy. Give me that thing. Night riders, a bunch of coyotes. Get them up! I ought to... Get them up! Hi, Gordon.
Tremble! Don't go through there! Tremble! Don't go through there! Tremble! Tremble! Help! 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 All ready?
All set, Hoppy.
Good. Well, Coleman, you've decided to stay in Texas, huh?
Yes. At least until the engineers get here to appraise Virginia's oil holdings.
That's fine. Hold on to this land. Never sell Texas short. You know, what's under the ground might someday be more important to America than what's above it. Well, goodbye.
Goodbye, Hoppy. And thank you.
You're welcome. So long.
Goodbye, Hoppy.
Goodbye.
So long.
Goodbye.
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 Come, Carlson.
I'm Rogers. I'm Carlson.